He was out of sync from the get-go. I mean, you could, even the first two pitches, you could see it. And he didn't warm up particularly well, so there was, I was kind of watching to see what, we could do, but, there wasn't much, so.
Larry, overall this year, I mean, how would you compare to how he did last year?
Well, it's hard to make that comparison. He's pitched some good games for us. There's some inconsistencies in the middle of the games where, he can't avoid the big inning, but I feel like he'll get past that as he gets adjusted to what he's doing now. And today he was just out of sync the whole day, and there's some things he needs to work on that, we talked about after the game. So, we'll get to work on it this week.
Larry, those other starts, why has one inning hurt him so much? What's been
different things. I think a couple of times he's gotten in trouble and tried to power his way a little bit instead of staying with what was working. It's not the same thing every game. It's a couple of different things, but early in the season, later in the innings, in a game, you're going to see some of that. But today was just a day where he was out of sync from the get-go.
Larry, Joe mentioned that some of this could be him evolving into the pitcher that he is now and will become, and not the guy who, for so many years, could just on autopilot say, "This is what I'm doing." Have you noticed evidence of that too?
Well, I think the games prior to this was more evidence in that, he'd be going along, throwing the ball ideally the way we wanted it, with sinkers and some change-ups, and then would mix in some four-seamers as he needed to, and I think he got away from that in a couple of games. And he's always focused really well, but it's a little different approach, and I think part of that is getting used to that also. But I think he'll pitch well for us this year. It's just a matter of consistently getting on track and doing the things that work for him.
Larry, that consistency really has not been there since
no, it
opening
hasn't.
day last year.
Well, not the way you're used to seeing it.
Yeah.
Which it can turn any time, and we're all thinking that it will, and I think he feels like it will. When you have someone as competitive as he is, there's a good chance that we'll get this straightened out.
Are you worried overall, the rotation-wise, with Kuroda and then CC struggling, and two guys basically making the transition from the bullpen?
Well, you always worry about it, just from a lot of different perspectives, health, and you need some youth in the rotation, which Pineda gave us and Tanaka's given us, but Pineda's had the arm issue, and we have to be careful with that. So, we came into the season understanding where things were. And is it a concern? Sure, but I think that both Kuroda and CC have a chance to get things going, and they're both professional, they're both competitive, and I think you'll see them get things going down the road here.